Hey y'all, say y'all, peace and Palo Santo 6. It is your girl Divinely Lika, and welcome to the channel. To all of my returning viewers, hey soul cousins. So happy, so blessed, so thankful to have you back. And to my new subscribers, welcome to the soul family. We're just spreading love, light, insight, and helping each other better navigate this beautiful human experience that does not always feel so beautiful. To all the likes, the comments, and the subscribes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. A million times thank you. It means so much to me. I'm very, very appreciative of it. And I'm speaking and sending blessings and abundance all over your life. So y'all, I'm just gonna get right back into the energy. I'm trying to get my spirits back positive to where it was a second ago, because I literally got 19 minutes into the video and then the reading cut off. Very much so pissed me off. I'm not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie, but it's just like I actually started to just, do another recording with the cards out and then try to bring y'all up to speed. Then I thought about doing the part 1 and then a part 2. But I feel like every time I've done that, I try to, maybe something weird has happened with the recording, and then I have to do a second video to bring everything together. The views never match. It's way more people are watching the first part, not the second part, and I just feel like it throws the message off altogether. So I was like, I guess I'll just channel all over it again with the same decks that I was just using. So I got nudged to this deck. This is going to be very much so a freestyle reading, just because I started the reading with no specific idea of what I was trying to channel, whether it be love, general, whatever. I really didn't know. But I did want to start with this deck. So it's the Rebel deck, the Oracle with the Attitude, 0 filter, 0 fucks, equals all fun. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. I will not let the enemy discourage me, okay? And not let me get my message out. Now, I will give you all a little of what I just channeled, though, and it was very much so someone sitting on unprocessed emotions. Somebody is very much in their head space, not in their heart space. Someone is dealing with some type of functional depression. Someone is trying to distract themselves from uncomfortable emotions ultimately. But the problem is that when we sit here and we run from certain things, it doesn't go anywhere. It kind of just sits in our body, in our auric field, and it becomes very much so toxic and poisonous. So that is the energy that I did channel with the cards that I pulled. I'm gonna see how Spirit is gonna bring this spread together, being that I'm using the same cards, but obviously it's a different reading. I don't know. I really don't even know what to take, what to make of that. I don't know. It was really, really disappointing, though, because I felt like it was a message that somebody really needed to hear. But, I got faith in my spirit guides, in the universe, and how it works. So, quite frankly, even if the enemy does try to come in and intervene and do something weird with my 333 on the timer, I just caught it. Do something weird or funky with my recordings. It's just you know what? My spirit team got me. They're going to, whatever message that's supposed to come out is still going to come out. Thank you very much. All right. So let's get into it. And a matter of fact, while we at it, let me turn this mirror away from me, because I could have also played a part. I don't even play like that. And let me get some of this Florida water as well. That was crazy. That was crazy. Whew. Just calling my divine ancestors and spirit guides into my sacred space to help me channel these messages. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Let's get into it. Divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. Clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. What is it that you want them to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that you want them to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that their higher self wants them to hear and know the most at this time? Please just block out any interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Any dark magic, evil eye, been sent my way or to the way of my platform, I ask that you return it back to sender, magnified, and bind it to them. Protect my crown chakra as I get these messages across, and protect and open up my third eye chakra so that I can dive deeper into my intuition to give further clarification of the cards that come out today. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Let's get into this, y'all. I ain't even gonna let that discourage me. I just felt like I got this wave of a positivity back. So let's get to it. So this is like very much so unsugar-coated advice, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. Rebel with the Attitude is always like an interesting little spread. And if I get any cards that actually came up in the prior reading that got cut off, I'll make sure that I call that out. And yeah. What is it that the Divine Collective's higher self want them to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that the Divine Collective's higher self want them to hear and know the most at this time? You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. So the last reading, I didn't get this card, but there was a card that said stop forcing things. Okay. So one of my affirmations is I release the need to control. I release the need to control. Let me go to it and see it, y'all. Hold on. Because it's on here. Oh. I release the need to control and let things flow. I feel like reading this just kind of gave me the just kind of made me think of that affirmation. It's something that I'm working through as well. When you're a person who has an issue with controlling things, you could also be somebody who operates from a place of fear. Fear of things not working out, fear of losing somebody, fear of abandonment, things of that nature. Tell me more, Spirit. Fuck fear. Oh my God. Said it, didn't I? Oh my God. Fuck fear. It will lie to your face. Absolutely it will. And that's what makes you want to control things, is you have a fear. Fear it may work out. Fear you may fail. Fear I may be judged. Fear I may be ridiculed. Fear I may let my family down. Fear I may be left. Whatever it may be. Fuck fear. It'll lie to your face. Fear and shame are like fear, shame, and unauthenticity are some of the lowest vibrational frequencies. Yep. Tell me more, Spirit. So this one is trying to flip. I'm just gonna take it because it came out last time. It says to get the fuck out of your head and get in your heart. It misses you. That's the only place that makes us. That's the only thing that makes us live out of fear. Live, wanting to control things because we're in our head too much, overthinking things. Some of you can. A lot of you who this is really resonating with. You could be an air sign, or you have a lot of air in your chart. Trust me, I know. I'm like double air. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay. It says, okay, this came out the last time too. Fucking apologize. Seriously, just do it. So for some of you, and I'm not gonna lie, because this was the conflicting the conflicting feeling I had last time. Some of you in the collective owe somebody an apology. Maybe it's something where it's like, damn, I don't want to take accountability. Damn, I don't want to look like I don't want to look weak for apologizing. Also, the other thing that I channel in the last reading is it could be you that you need to maybe apologize actually you owe yourself an apology in some ways, whether it be negative self-talk, something of that nature. Or this is a situation where I don't even know. I actually can't say that because the energy didn't come up. Last time it was a lot of, like I said, a lot of unsuppressed emotions. You know, have a good fucking cry came out. You need to get your ugly cry on. That came out in the last reading. So when I looked at those mixed together with the fucking apologize card, I looked at it as, well, I processed it and I channeled it as, some of you may be waiting for an apology from somebody that may not ever come. And you're going to have to learn how to just find closure and forgive them without it. Forgive them for you. Because the only person that has to sit with the venom and that heartache and those negative, nasty emotions is you. But the fucking apologize could absolutely be some of you apologizing to somebody else. Flip and switch the roles they apply to your situation, because I could be talking about you or someone who's in your energy knowingly or unknowingly. So use your discernment and understand that all of my readings are timeless. So this can apply to past, present, or future. All right, it says, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. If you're waiting for a sign, well, here it fucking is. Yeah, this came out last time too. This is not the card that came out, but another card kind of in these same words came out. So now it's taking me back to what I was feeling in the beginning when I seen the you do you and the fuck fear card. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Yeah, it's like this. Some of you can have like this mindset, like, you know, you messed everything up. Like, you're scared to let somebody down. You're scared to be judged, whatever it may be. And with this fucking apologize card too, something else I wanted to mention, you know, for those of you who like maybe really struggle with, you know, giving people an apology, I need you to understand, if your mindset is, if that's weak for you to like have to admit that, damn, you were wrong about something. None of us are freaking perfect. And honestly, I think it is so commendable, and it takes so much strength to be like, yo, that shit I did, that was whack as fuck. Like, I can't even hold you. I can't even hold you. I genuinely apologize for that. I was not thinking about your emotions in a moment, and I apologize. So if you're one of those people, y'all, I'm telling you, it's really liberating, and you don't even understand how much more people will respect you when you can apologize. Like, for me, I just got a growth mindset. So it's just like, I know I'm not perfect, but I'm open to criticism. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't got this whole life shit figured out. Like, I don't. I don't. I fall short. We all fall short. Ain't none of us above it. But a lot of people feel like they too good to take accountability, and that shit's not it. Okay? Because like Spirit said, vulnerability is hot as fuck. Okay? I just was saying it. Drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. And ain't nobody, it's nothing but somebody's ego that'll make them feel like, oh, that's kind of a weak trait if I have to open up and tell somebody like, damn, bro, I fucked up. I apologize for that. That was foul. That was wrong. I shouldn't have did that. You know? Tell me more, Spirit. This came out the last reading too. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out of your ass. Pronto. Yeah, and this is also giving me the same energy from last time too. Thank you, Spirit, because I know y'all gonna always come through. Regardless if the enemy try to come in and cut my goddamn reading off. Cause it's like I promise you, y'all, my videos never do that. So I'm like, what? That was random. It was so random. But anywho, yeah, it gives me the same energy that I was channeling last time, which was somebody who is very much so in their headspace and not in their body. And it could be so much. It could be a lot. A lot of it has to do with the fact that a lot of you're trying to avoid sitting in uncomfortable emotions. So it's like, if I stay in my headspace and I'm not in my body, then I don't have to feel the hurt, the heartache, the whatever. It says, ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. Some of you, maybe you could like really benefit from, you know, some type of therapy or really talking to somebody. I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't want nobody, like, I see little cute memes and shit on the internet. I don't want nobody that's gonna feed into my goddamn illusions. Tell me I need to get some fucking help if I need to get some help. Like, tell me, like, Leak, you're slacking. Like, Leak, I don't recognize you no more. Like, what's going on? Are you okay? Get the, matter of fact, throw your damn clothes on. We going outside. You need to get outside in nature. 15:15 on the timer I just caught. Like, come on. Ask a fucking expert. Oh, yes, I'm saying all that to say this. If you have a lot of friends that are, they're operating out of fear like you, you know, don't like to take accountability, you know, blame game type vibe. And I'm not really saying this is you, because this could just be somebody in your energy. This is a situation where spirit is asking for somebody to ask a fucking expert, because your friend group ain't getting it done. Like for example, a lot of times we want to go to our friends for fucking relationship advice. If your friend is single, if your friend ain't got a goddamn successful relationship, stop asking your friend for fucking relationship advice. I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious. Oh, they broke your heart. Fuck them. They broke your heart. Fuck them. Yep, I had a feeling. So yeah, some of you, yeah, I was getting that feeling last time. A lot of you are really, you're really running from having to sit in uncomfortable emotions. For a lot of you, it's like you feel like the only way you're going to really be able to truly heal or let things go is if somebody apologizes to you. And the reality is, yeah. For some of you, you may be trying to, you know, force somebody to see where they, you know, like really press somebody to see how they did you wrong, how they wronged you, how they hurt you. And as a person who, same thing I had to say in the last reading, as a person who had to really find closure on my own, sometimes we just have to accept the fact that the only closure we're going to get is that we have to find our own closure in a situation. My cats can be so damn rude sometimes. Because why are you sitting there scratching at my door like that? In such a way. But yeah, a lot of you, it's just like a situation where you're going to have to accept the fact that you may not receive an apology from somebody, but you still have to heal anyway. You still have to let it go anyway. Why? Because it's the best thing to do for your mental and emotional health. Okay? One more spirit. One more spirit. It says, whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. Don't know what it is. Oh, I mean, it's right after they broke your heart. So if somebody's calling herself trying to get even, I'm hearing you're going to hurt yourself more trying to hurt this person back than just letting it go. One more, spirit. It's like I'm scared to pause. Because of how my video just cut off, I'm really scared to pause this reading and get these. I don't even know what's happening at my door right now. You got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you. Listen to that shit. What is it that you can't shake, collective? It says love. Okay. All right, let me dig into this other deck to dig a little bit deeper. Hold on, I can't take it. I knew it. The kitten going hard at the daggone door. actually just keep hearing these thumps. I'm like, what is that? Divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family of the brightest love light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. Clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. What is it that you want them to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that you want them to hear and know the most at this time? That's in alignment with the spread that just, the spread here. What is it that their higher self want them to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that their higher self want them to hear and know the most at this time? Hold on, y'all. Spirit just told me to clear these cards. And you know, for some of you, something really good to do to like really get you out of your headspace and back in your body, and you know, so you can really like start to process certain emotions and even certain uncomfortable feelings. A lot of you just need to stop distracting yourselves and really sit with it. Easier said than done, I understand, but getting out in nature would really be extremely beneficial. Alright, I feel better about it. What is it that divine collectives, higher self, divine spirit guides, universe want them to hear and know the most at this time? Want them to hear and know the most at this time. One more time. Forgiveness. I said it. Somebody's going to have to accept the fact that maybe they may not ever get an apology from somebody. You're now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. The last the last reading that got cut off, release is actually what came out for you all. It wasn't forgiveness, it was release. And I actually look at both of them as the same. Different words but the same. Because the energy that I channeled a lot was that a lot of you are just going to have to release the idea that maybe you're going to get an apology from this person. Release the idea of this person ever taking accountability for their actions as to how they wronged you. Yeah. So kind of still, very much so still in alignment. Tell me more, Spirit. All right. Then we have individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. Okay, baby. Tell me more. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into this with the textbook. I actually really love this this deck. I don't use it often on the channel, but it is a really good deck. So funny is that I seen it in my mind's eye. I got a glimpse of it and I'm like, peacefulness. I seen a bunch of cards, but this is the one that I processed. Peacefulness. Some decks I just can't read in through here. It says, you recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. And we're going to take one more. Give me one more, Spirit. Alrighty. Present. Yep. Versus fixating on the past. It says present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. Okay. All right, let's read these and see. Because this, I feel like it gets so profound how it breaks, how he breaks everything down in here. I really do love this deck. It is a really good deck. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. All right, so it says forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Forgiveness is Forgiveness is the cornerstone of love. To be fully aligned with the power of love requires complete forgiveness of self and others. I said it. I had a feeling like this may be so much a situation of somebody needed to forgive themselves, but I didn't think it could be a combination of the two. You forgiving yourself and also somebody else who wronged you. Hold on, y'all. I really got to clear my sinuses real fast. I'm battling a sinus infection and I just start feeling myself get a little stuffy and it gets a little difficult to talk. Okay, I feel so much better. It says, forgiveness is the cornerstone of love. To be fully aligned with the power of love requires complete forgiveness of self and others. You may find this hard to accomplish because you are letting your ego be in the driver's seat. When you can't forgive, it is the ego holding on to past hurts. Yeah. It is the ego holding on to past hurts and the feeling of not being in control. Yep. Yep. That's exactly why Stop Trying to Change People, That Shit Never Works came out. Forgiveness will remove old blockages and causes of emotional distress, allowing love energy to work through you. By forgiving, you're not excusing or condoning a particular behavior. Instead, you're willing to understand the lesson being presented. You are not necessarily obligated to reconcile. You can forgive and choose not to involve yourself with that person or situation again. The saying, forgive and forget, is a misnomer. Never used the word or seen it, I guess. Forgive and forget is a misnomer for you. For you should never forget a lesson. Bless the experience, but always remember what you learn from it. When you forgive, you open yourself up to the positive and loving experience that the universe wants to bestow upon you. Now there is room for them. Now there is room for them. In the space formerly taken up by babysitting those horrible and toxic feelings. Yeah, I said it. It's like, when we sit there and we hold on to like negative emotions, the person who did us wrong, they're not affected by it. They're not. We are, because we're the one holding on to the negative emotions. We're the one, messing up our own auric field by holding on to things that we may not actually ever get somebody to take accountability for. So the letting go and forgiving is very much is for us. It's not for the person. Just like Spirit is saying, you can forgive and choose to never ever talk to a person again. Like, real shit. The next one we have is individuality. Individuality. It says, you leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. All souls originate from the same source energy, but the Earth School affords us the opportunity to feel separate. That is the double-edged sword that is life in this physical dimension. Our nature is to be at one with the whole, but when we incarnate and our awareness of our divine self is diminished, lessons are learned more quickly. Your goal is to feel connected to everything while you experience the illusions of separation. And your path to that goal is your own. It's your individual journey at the beginning. You may relate to the human aspect of yourself, the ego, but eventually, glimmers of your true nature start to manifest themselves through awareness. When your distinct soul when your distinct soul personality expresses itself and you live your life consciously, you have moved beyond the illusion of the physical dimension and have come back home to the truth of your spirit. As you present yourself in this world, every other soul who crosses your path will recognize this keen sense of familiarity and start to remember their spiritual heritage as well. Be yourself and love abundantly. That is life well lived. Okay. Okay. Moving on to peacefulness. And you know what? How I'm looking at this too, I think you like really separating a lot from your ego and operating more from from like your soul, your spirit is gonna bring you a great sense of peace. Cause this, living from fear, wanting to force, wanting to stop trying to change people, and maybe wanting to get even in some type of way with somebody. Yeah, you got a feeling that you just can't shake. It's really disrupting your peace. You operating more from a place of ego is really disrupting your peace, and it's really just all in your head. Your ego, I could imagine your ego is more of, you in your mind and not in your body, because you're mind, body, and spirit, right? It's like yeah, I just feel like if you're operating a lot from your ego, you're probably operating a lot from just thoughts, the shit that you think, not so much the things that you feel. Because, see, your ego is something that'll say, okay, boom, for example. And I love that I got to a place where I can identify my ego. Okay, somebody hurts my feelings. And my thing is, hurts my feelings or acts like, oh, they don't care. Like, oh, I hurt your feelings and I don't give a fuck. Okay, well, my thing, and this is like when I used to really operate from my ego, my thing will be like, oh, you don't care? I really don't care. Deep down inside, I am burning up inside. I'm really hurt. You really hurt my feelings. And now I got to sit here and try to match your energy because I need to show you that I don't care just as much as you don't care. But I genuinely do care. That is your ego. Your ego is the persona you put around yourself to protect to protect yourself. But they're not really necessarily protecting yourself. It's like basically to mask your vulnerability. And that can be very disrupting to your peace. For somebody to play like they don't care and hurt my feelings, and then I have to try to match their energy when the reality of the situation is I'm not a nasty person and I don't like to do nasty things to people. The only time I've ever been triggered to do it is when I feel like somebody did it to me. And now it's like I have to show you that, oh, I'm not bothered. If you can hurt me, I can hurt you. And ultimately, I always have ended up hurting myself more. Every single time. The scales will always be balanced, collective. This is the year of karma. Do not try to go out your way to play karma, because trust me, baby, it's going to happen regardless. I promise you that. Don't even disrupt your peace. Forgive that person and let them let them move on, because the reality of the situation is that you are a unique person. And you leave a unique stamp on anybody who comes into contact with you. This person is not going to find another you. Whether this is a friendship, whether this is romantic, whatever it may be, whether this is a job, whatever it may be, there is an individuality about you that others do not possess. Moving on to peacefulness. Says peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. It's a sad irony of life that humans can only appreciate the quality of peaceful existence by experiencing moments of comparative turmoil and conflict. Just as you most value health after illness, so do you feel most grateful for peace once you have encountered strife. But discord is something that you can learn to avoid. Lucky is the soul who learns this lesson quickly. Confrontation and conflict are not the energy of spirit. Most people in our world are reactors, especially when they are the recipients of any negativity. They align more with an eye for eye. Oh, wow, y'all. I just said it. I felt it. This is why this card here said you got a feeling you just can't shake. Some of you, it's like you wanna play eye for eye. with somebody. Oh, no, that's what it is. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. Because see, everything that is happening, if somebody has come into your life and they've caused you a great deal of turmoil and things like that, it's not because, you know, your mindset shouldn't be, okay, I got to get even, I have to play. No, if anything, this person is being moved out of your energy for a reason. And it can be moved out of your energy because it may be time for them to get their karma, and they cannot get their karma while you're holding on to them or while they're still in your energy. So they need to get, they need to be removed for your energy so they can learn their karmic lesson. And maybe what you had to experience with this person was your karmic lesson. You see, everything all you know, when we meet certain people, everybody is playing a role to each other, whether we realize it or not. And I'm learning a lot in a lot of situations. Like for me, like when I look at my past situation, the lessons that I learned, the things that my lesson came from what I experienced with my past person, being in my past person's presence. My past person's lesson is being learned in my absence. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like literally like a lot of times we meet people and it's like a double-sided lesson. It's so fucking cool how the energy works. The scales will be balanced. You don't have to go out your way to play eye for eye, because all you're going to do is create your own bad karma, and it's not going to serve you. Because now it's time for you to ascend. Now it's time for you to evolve. And you're not going to allow somebody's dusty ass daughter, somebody's dusty ass son to take that away from you. You're not going to stoop to the level of somebody's dusty ass daughter, somebody's dusty ass son. Okay? They're dusty. Period. But anyway, it says, okay. So most people in our world are reactors, especially when they are not, especially when they are the recipients of any negativity. So you could probably be the reactor and you want to react in a situation because you are the recipient of the negative energy. You are the recipient of the heartbreak, okay? So they align more with an eye for an eye. Then turn the other cheek. So most people fall more on the mindset of I gotta get even versus turning the other cheek. That's just true. It says unfortunately they don't realize that this is the worst possible response they could mount. A punitive reaction instantly forces the brain into survival mode, and hormones and chemicals of self-preservation are released into the body, which attempts to rid itself of the foreign invader who broke through the calm of the normal environment. The intensity takes a toll on your mind and body, eventually bringing about a state of dis-ease. Dis-ease, y'all. It's broken up, dis-ease. So you're feeling uneasy. You're feeling out of balance. So I'm telling you, when we sit here and we don't forgive things, we don't forgive people for certain things. The only person that has to deal with the toxins, the toxicity and the disease of that is us. Stress could absolutely kill you. Absolutely it can. Okay? So it says, dis-ease. This is why it's imperative that you make it a vital part of your daily routine to return to a state of peaceful bliss and harmony as often as possible. Entering this zone of awareness automatically quiets and resets the brain. If this card often appears in your spread, it would be wise to stick to a meditative schedule daily. Yep. That's what it is. So forgiving is going to play a very vital role into you finding this place of peaceful, this place of peace and bliss. For you to get rid of this energy of dis-ease. But any dis-ease will turn into a disease in your body. That's what I'm saying. It's like when we don't forgive people, they not suffering from it, unfortunately. We are. And it sucks to say that. But it's the truth. And that's why this next card is the present. We're not going to focus on the past. A lot of times what we do as people is we will play events over and over and over again in our head. And I just said this in another reading, where a lot of times it's like, that's why healing is so difficult for a lot of us. Oh, wow. Literally the next is the next. So it went from peacefulness. Next is present. That's the last card. But anyway, a lot of times, it's really hard for a lot of us to heal because we want to keep replaying the same events over and over again in our head. In the same way, I love how this was broken down with this peacefulness as to, what's going on in our body, energetically, nervous system wise, what's going on in our body. Because like I was just saying to somebody, or just saying in my past reading is, our body doesn't know the difference between something that, or mind or body. It doesn't really know the difference between something that hurt us 5 years ago and something that hurt us now. If I'm replaying, times where you're sitting there and you're talking to somebody about something that somebody did to you, you ever feel yourself getting mad all over again? Like it's happening right now? Do you think your body and your mind, do you think okay, obviously in your mind, but your body, that's what it is. It's not your mind. Your body does not know that what it is that you're feeling isn't happening right now. It doesn't know that your memories of a past event is what's making you feel this way. This is why when we replay events over and over again in our head, it's like we're making our body relive the trauma over and over again. That's why releasing is so important. And that's why release came up in the last reading. Release, forgiveness, it's all the same thing. It's so important. It's so important. And we're doing it for us, for our mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic health. Present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. The most difficult lesson for human beings to learn is to live in the present moment. It is part of our nature to look forward to the future and dwell on the past. And unfortunately, it is a mindset that strips us of our power. Instead, we should be taught to learn from the past, live for today, and experience tomorrow. Oh my gosh, such an amazing affirmation. Okay, a good affirmation. I learn from the past, live for today, and experience tomorrow. I learn from the past, live for today, and experience tomorrow. That is a beautiful, beautiful affirmation. It says tomorrow, only then are we able to glimpse our true mission on earth. Everything else is just static. When you are present in this moment, you are existing where life is actually occurring. Don't spend valuable time worrying about a crisis that may never come. Of course, look at the grand picture, evaluate your life, and set goals, but don't place unneeded stress where it doesn't belong. It is wasted energy. Reliving the past is also a fool's game. You have no power there other than to diminish the potential of today. Oh my gosh, this is good. I'm telling you, y'all, this is a really good deck. I love it. I love the logistics of how they break it down. Like they make he just makes it make so much sense in a grander scheme of things. And I love it in such an intellectual way. I love it. Okay, so it says, of course, look at the grand picture, evaluate your life and set goals, but don't place unneeded stress where it doesn't belong. It is wasted energy. Reliving the past is also a fool's game. You have no power there other than to diminish the potential of today. In contrast, in the present, you have the power to forgive the hurts done to you and apologize. We're on present. Forgive. Apologize. When a spirit got a message, they have a message. Even if the last one cut off, it's still giving me the energy of what it was supposed to give me last time. And I'm so thankful for that. It says the past becomes, okay, so You have no power there other than oh my gosh. It says you have no power there other than to diminish the potential of today. In contrast, in the present, you have the power to forgive the hurts done to you and apologize for any you cause. The past becomes a stepping stone to enlightenment as opposed to speed bumps on your road to happiness. Fully appreciate the moments right now and attempt to get the most out of every second. It is when you let go and reside in the present, you are able to summon love with every thought and experience. This is so beautiful. What a beautiful message. What a beautiful message. Well, collective, this has been your reading. If this at all resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It is just a beautiful way to energetically donate back to the channel. And I greatly appreciate it. It allows my the message to be circulated around YouTube, and it just helps me out a great deal. So I really appreciate it. But until next time, I love y'all all so much, and peace out.